check out the Central Market, so Mercato Centrale in Florence. It's a very famous market. Downstairs you have all the food stalls, vendors, and then upstairs you have an area where you can buy food as well, kind of a little sitting and eating area with lots of different choices to choose from. So we're just gonna walk around and check out this amazing place that's a treat for your senses. So, and then get something to eat upstairs, I think. No, grazie. I wouldn't mind finding some dried figs. I love dried figs in Italy. They're so sweet, like candy. You can't find them like that in the United States. They're delicious. We'll head upstairs. Lots of sandwiches, pizza, desserts, lots of different things to choose from, but we're just going to take a look around and see what looks the best to us and get it. Ooh, we'll try that. Grazie. Oh, that's good. Chicken.
As we sat down to lunch, I took off my jacket. And with it, I took off my microphone. So that is why I'm doing narration instead of talking about it live. To start our meal, we ordered an appetizer, which was a crostini with cheese, black truffles, honey, and caramelized onions. It was absolutely fabulous and a perfect way to start our meal. For lunch, we both decided to get the cacio e pepe with black truffle. Of course, we had to get something with the black truffles because this little spot specializes in dishes with that. The cacio e pepe was so creamy, and the black truffles added a wonderful earthiness to the dish. I absolutely loved it. I know Kimball did too. If we were ever to go back to the Centrale Market in Florence, I would absolutely go by here. I highly recommend this little spot to anybody who goes there to the market and is looking for something delicious and wonderful for lunch. Yum.
It's pretty cool. gas.
Avanti, scorriamo per favore, grazie.
Right here. Right here. Oh, yeah. Thank you. We made it. Amazing. Thank you so much. Whew. Excuse me. Gotta get over here. Oh, wow. Okay, let's see. Can we see our apartment? Oh, well, no. It is down that alleyway. There. I see the window in our bathroom. It's got that striped awning. But the church was actually started in the late 1200s. So for a long, long time, it did not have, it had a space for a dome, but there was no dome on it. Because it was so expansive, nobody could figure out how to build one that would actually stay in place. Until about 1420, Filippo Brunelleschi came up with the design. It was a double shell structure. So basically there's an internal shell that's made of like herringbone bricks. Then there's stairs, and then there's the outer structure, which is actually, it's cosmetic, but it's also structural. But the inside, and as you could see as we walked through, you could see the herringbone bricks underneath some of the cement, and some of it was exposed. So that was his design. Now, there's also weights and balances set on the inside, so it also structurally stays in place, as well as internal. It has, I think, like 8 internal ribs and then 8 of the outside ribs, which actually are right here. If you look, this is the ribbing, the external ribbing. And so what those do is it enforces it inward to keep everything from wanting to go outward. So everything stays in place. Pretty ingenious, and it stood to this day. 600 years later. 700 years later. Still standing. We gotta go. It's our time. It's so quiet in here now. That was awesome. Awesome. That was beyond cool, Kimball. For that was so special. Yeah, we'll do the cupola tomorrow. We'll do the campanile tomorrow. So we're here in the Piazza by Santa Maria de Fiore. We just climbed the Duomo, which you can see right here. Of course, we saw this little cafe outside, and we decided we deserved a drink. So Kimball got a very, very large birra, a big birra. And I got an Aperol Spritz. I have not had one yet on our trip, so it was time for that. They gave us chips, and we're gonna have some bruschetta and just enjoy our time here in the Piazza, celebrating our wonderful climb up the Duomo.
Outside our window.
Really nice.
Every night.
I love cello.
Isn't it?
Dante. Mosaic used to be Dante. What's the name of Mark right here?
Yeah. Let's see if Dante's home. Go knock on the door.
Dante's not.
You sure? I bet he is. Bet they got like a
It's
finger.
free on
I
our
bet they got like a finger in there or something.
Let's see. Opening hours are they're closed Monday to Monday. Or something. We love going to church. And we want to go to Santa Maria Novella, and then we're going to we're going to the Brancacci tomorrow.
Do you want to get one of those Agnata?
There's some toast. Do you want toast?
Toast, huh? I want to know if I want toast.
Here's some regular bread. Let's get a crema. pretty.
good.
That's pretty safe.
I'm good with that.
One bag. We just need one bag. Uno borso. Uno borso.
Okay.
So here we are at our apartment we rented in Florence. Of course, we had to get it on the top floor, 5 stairs up, getting our workout. But if you open up these doors, you can see the magic. The magic is revealed. We have our own private terrace with amazing views. On one side, the Duomo. We have the Duomo of Santa Maria dei Fiore here in Florence. I don't think we could get much better of a view of the Duomo. And then the Campanile, Giotto's bell tower, there as well. Then as we cross over, of course you see Florentine rooftops, towers, but across on the other side, we have Palazzo Vecchio. Down our little alleyway here, we just go right there and we are out in Palazzo Vecchio in probably 2 minutes. We'll show you the apartment as well, our little apartment, our home away from home. So as we come in, we have a small living room, everything that you need, little couch, TV, it has Wi-Fi. There's another beautiful view of the Duomo. Can't see it quite as much, obviously, as out on the terrace. We do have a washing machine in the apartment. And then we have our little bathroom with beautiful tile. And probably the best part of this bathroom is the shower, because as you're taking a shower, there's a little window here with the most amazing view I've ever seen out of any shower. So we have our first bedroom, has the bigger bed, has everything you need, places to hang your clothes, a little wardrobe, some drawers. The windows are open to get the lovely air in. If you look out the window here, you'll see the street below. It's a Saturday here in Florence, so it is incredibly busy on the streets of Florence today, especially over here in this area because it is so close to both the Duomo and Piazza Vecchio. Then right next to it, we have the smaller, just a double bed. Again, has everything that you need. Nice wardrobe. So in the kitchen, we have a lovely little table, all the appliances we need, fridge, coffee makers, oven, dishwasher. But again, the best part of the kitchen is probably the view. Just an amazing view of the other parts of the apartment, maybe even a little more so, except for the terrace. Looks right upon the Duomo and the Tuscan hillside off in the distance. So we are here at the famous sandwich shop here in Florence. It's the All Antico Vinaio with their famous, like I said, sandwiches. They're panini. We have one that we're going to try. It has copocolo, stracciatella, and crema di tartufo, which is actually truffle, cream of truffle. So we're gonna give it a try and see how we like it. Okay. Are you? All right, so here's our sandwich. We split it in two because they're very big. So they'll take one and split it in half from you. But it does have that, looks like the arugula, then our meats, and then our cream, our truffle cream. So I'll give it a go here. That's actually really good. You definitely get the flavor of the truffles. So if you like truffles, this was called the Dante was the name of the sandwich we got. There's quite a few to choose from. But if you like truffle, this is definitely a good one to do. It's very good. Delicious. Behind me is the Church of Santa Maria del Carmine, and despite its rather austere facade, inside there's some very important fresco cycles inside the Brancacci chapel. It's important because it basically takes painting during this time from the late Gothic into the Renaissance period of painting. So the chapel was commissioned by a wealthy Florentine. Brancacci was his last name, and that's why the chapel is named after him, where the fresco cycle is. And the cycle of frescoes were painted by Lippi, Masolino, and most importantly, Masaccio. It was begun in 1423. And especially with Masaccio's paintings, it's that transition from the basic stillness of the late Gothic Renaissance art to the Renaissance because of the use of perspective and the use of setting it more in a naturalistic space, as well as like showing human emotion. The cycles conveyed, of course, biblical stories of the fall from grace out of Eden, Adam and Eve out of Eden, and then the life of St. Peter. So we're really excited to go see it and see these really important frescoes here at the Brancacci Chapel in Santa Maria del Carmine Church in Florence. Okay, we have our tickets now. It's a pietà. Oh, you come right out at it. They don't mess around. So this is it. This is the famous Brancacci Chapel. Excuse us. Thank you. I mean, some people might just come and look and say, oh, it's some frescoes, but the importance that it has and the influence it has on Renaissance painting is almost unmatchable. This fresco on the top, that's called Tribute Winning. And basically that's probably the most famous fresco in this whole cycle, just because of the way that everyone is positioned, the people are positioned, as well as you've got a portico over there, somebody in the front. You can actually see the emotion like on faces. Like a couple of them look really angry, and then you in the background you've got the mountains and the lake. So this was that was pretty novel for the time. It really wasn't done before this. There, that's Adam and Eve being expelled from the Garden of Eden. Just because of the emotion, it doesn't look pretty. pretty, but it's really not a pretty moment. A nice moment when they were being expelled from the Garden of Eden by God. You can see the rays behind Adam, and that represents God. Like, I like that. If you look at the So we're here in the Santa Maria Novella Church in Florence, standing in front of one of my top favorite paintings, and this is a fresco, obviously, in all of Renaissance art. It was done, it's completed in 1425, and it's done by Masaccio, who was an absolute genius master. Obviously, it's under renovation right now, restoration, but if you paid €3, you could come up and see it still. So I'm very thankful for that. I was going to be really sad. Why this work is so important is because it was the first one to use mathematical proportions of linear perspective. So as you can see, there's a barrel vault, and the way that everything is aligned, and it looks as if there's God, and then the dove is the Holy Spirit, and then Jesus Christ. So in the way that they are set back into the space, it looks like they're back into that barrel vaulted area. Now on the sides, I believe these are the patrons who commissioned the work. On the bottom, I don't know if we can get a picture of it, maybe Kimball can. There's also a tomb. It's a memento mori. If you can see, there's a skeleton in a tomb. They did those a lot during the Renaissance, those types of iconography representing the memento mori, just as a reminder that we all too will die. It's also a reminder that when you die, you want to make sure that you're going to heaven and not to hell. That was very important, of course, still is important, but in the iconography of Renaissance. So this is an incredibly important work, as it, again, was the first one to use the mathematical linear perspective in a work of art. Just amazing. Okay, so we are coming into the pharmacy, Santa Maria Novella. It is known as the most beautiful pharmacy in the world, and you can see why. It's absolutely stunning. It was begun by either the friars or the monks of the Santa Maria Novella Church as a place to make medicine. Probably 300 years ago, and I'll put those facts up. But it was started by the church for medicinal purposes, and it's still in existence to this day. We'll just have to cut that out. So now we're coming into the perfumery of the pharmacy. It smells incredible. You can actually smell all of the perfumes here. We're going to come over this way. We have more just wonderful things, potpourri, soaps, perfumes, lotions, candles. I can't wait to smell some of these. They're going to be amazing. I mean, it almost looks like a chapel or a little cathedral itself in here, with the ornate windows, the painted ceilings. And this is where it ends. This is where you can come and pay at the end. So I think we're gonna go smell some things and check it out. Beau di Spagna.
Ma come fragranza un pochino più leggera rispetto al profumo. Sì, perché anche di di karité, anche di esatto.
Oh, wow. Amazing. Ooh, that one's nice. Detergent. Foot cream. They have all sorts of things. It doesn't smell very strong though. How much is a bottle of perfume? I'm curious. That's not that, I mean, for what it is, that's no different than if you were to buy a bottle of perfume. Is it possible to order online?
We do have on the website.
You do? Okay. Just sometimes I have a carry-on, so it's like, you know, they only let you bring so much. Unfortunately. That's good to know. I like that one, and I like this one too. That one's really fresh. I'm telling him what to get for my Christmas present. Yes.
One of the works of art that Kimball and I absolutely had to see when we were in Florence was, of course, Michelangelo's David. Michelangelo created David between 1501 and 1504. He stands over 17 feet tall, making it an absolute colossus of a statue. In this work, you can really tell just how much of a genius Michelangelo was when it came to anatomy. You can tell that in the veining and the muscular structure of David. David stands in a contrapposto pose, thinking about the battle that's to come before him. Very contemplative and very serious. This was quite unusual, as all of the other depictions before pictured David after the battle with Goliath instead of before, making this an incredibly novel piece of work. It used to stand outside Palazzo Vecchio, but of course then they moved it to the Accademia, and you can see a replica of that to this day in front of Palazzo Vecchio. If you go to the back of the statue, you can actually see the sling as it is over the shoulder of David. And you can see the rock in his hand that he is going to use to kill the giant Goliath. Kimball and I absolutely loved seeing this work of art. And if you're in Florence, you absolutely must go see it too.
Yes.
Super Hanny for 2 at
8,
6:30.
8, and then 1. Yes.
Yes, grazie.
Grazie. Thank you. I've heard this.
Sure, I'll try it. Yeah, it's good. We are at Ristorante Paoli 1827 here in Florence. It is called Paoli 1827 because that is when it was open. So it's a very old restaurant. Beautiful on the inside. It's got frescoes, beautiful ceilings, vaulted ceilings. Very stunning. We're here for the famous bistecca Fiorentina. We're getting a T-bone to share and some potatoes and vegetables. And really looking forward to it. We love steak, so it should be a very delicious meal. We have, this is our bistecca Fiorentina. It is our T-bone steak. And we're gonna share it and eat it all, I'm sure. So it looks absolutely delicious. We should be getting some roasted vegetables and potatoes as our sides coming up here too, which will be good. But of course, the main star is the steak. So I'm just gonna go for it. Start with a little bite here. Very good. Very good. It's very tasty. It is tender. Just a little bit of salt on there. Doesn't need much. It doesn't need anything else. So I'm gonna enjoy this, and I'm sure be very, very, very full afterwards.
And if you want some recommend some sweet, I would recommend